Hello everybody and welcome back to the ICF, the Internet Championship Fighting League. And as you can see, we have a new logo courtesy of one of our fighters, Chip TM. I like it. All the staff liked it. All the fighters loved it. There's your old logo. There's the new one. And today we got a special treat because we have our ICF Kickboxing Grand Prix for the PlayStation side, the semifinals and the finals. So we are going to crown our champion today. This has been going on for a couple weeks. This started with a field of 17 fighters on the PlayStation side. 17. It was open to RFC fighters and ICF fighters. There was no restrictions. Kickboxing strictly, so rules are stand and bang, no, which means you can't jump on a downed opponent, you can't clinch. And then the only other rules were no knees, no flying knees, no elbows, no flying elbows, or anything like that. Punches and kicks only. It's an exhibition. These don't go on records. This is just purely for fun. This was to do something while we were kind of in our break because we had a little COVID incident, so we couldn't really do a whole lot. And but now we're going to finish this off. We're going to see who is the superior kickboxer between everybody on the PlayStation side. We got Owen Thompson taking on the PlayStation champ, Dogu Altine, in the first match. And then in the second match, we have Chip TM, the guy who just made that nice logo that you just saw. He's going up against Dylan Audrey again. This is going to be a familiar fight because these two just fought on our ICF YouTube number 2 card. You can go ahead and check that out after you get done watching this. That was a good fight, but Chip, he used a lot of grappling in that fight, so I'm going to be excited to see what Audrey can do when it's strictly on the feet. So before we get into any of this, I just want to take a second to shout out everything in our league. If you like our content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It means a lot. It means a lot to our fighters. It means a lot to our staff. It means a lot to me personally. We're going to be pumping out content. We got a huge boom of members yesterday. I think over 50 joined the server. I think a lot of them, I think we had like 10 or so leave, but like 50 of them came in. And we have a lot of them that stuck around. So we're going to have to be pumping out way more content to get these guys some fights. And then a lot of people don't even know. In the Discord, a lot of the fighters don't even know. We have an ICF Twitter account at ICF Fight League. You can see the app. We're going to have a link in the description below. Go follow it. We're going to be posting main card reveals. We're going to be posting main event reveals. We're going to post fight bonus announcements. We're going to post ranking announcements. We're going to be posting a lot more stuff on that, and this league in general is going to be a lot more active, and I'm excited for the direction it's going. But without further ado, I think we're going to get into our first fight of the evening, Owen Thompson versus Dogu Altine. And I'm excited for it. We're pulling it up right now, and there it is. You can hear it. These two, I believe they picked a welterweight bout, so they can go any of the 3 weight classes we offer at the moment. So that would be welterweight, lightweight, and middleweight. And there is our PlayStation champ, Dogu Altine. And Owen Thompson is going to choose not to taunt. And we did come up with the rule of let's use the competitive HUD to make this tournament a little bit more interesting. And so we have Owen Thompson streaming, so we're not going to be able to see Altine's stats. We're going to see this fight from the perspective of Owen Thompson. We're seeing some kicks to the body early, so I'm going to be interested to see if we're going to see a lot of body work. in this fight. A nice combo by the champion, Dogu. The kick knocked Owen Thompson off balance. Not a knockdown, but Owen Thompson's just hasn't really found a rhythm here early on. Alternate hasn't quite hit his stride yet, but he's definitely a lot further along than Owen Thompson at this point in the fight. That was a nice leg kick by Owen. That was a nice checked leg kick by Owen. Oh, and no stamina remaining. Body health, head health, it's all going down. Remember, you can't jump on a downed opponent and stand and bang. You can see the body health. All it takes is one body rock, and it's a completely different fight. I think Owen Thompson needs to work the legs. He needs to go back like that. You can't see what their leg health is. It's different from playing the game normally, playing in a normal fight where you can see. So it makes it a lot interesting. So has he really damaged Altune's leg, or is it just barely damaged? I think it's probably about 3/4 health at this point in the fight. He landed a couple of nice big-time leg kicks, and he's checked one. I think it was a back leg. That's good. We're still seeing some nice combos from Dogu Alternate. And Owen Thompson's just getting pieced up inside the pocket here. Oh, and a nice rock from Thompson. He's been looking for that spinning side kick, that kind of spinning back kick to the head. Finally landed it there. That was a nice head kick, a little too close. You have to think that... Oh, and a nicely timed uppercut. Knocks Thompson down. And the PlayStation champion showing why he has earned his belt, why he's earned a 6-0 record, even though this is an exhibition. He's got some beautifully timed punches here. And a body rock, and that is good night. Wow, what a knockout, what a performance by Alternate. That was just something spectacular to watch. Let's see if we can take a look at the replay here. Right, showing some respect to each other. It's all in good fun. It's all an exhibition. No record changes today. And it's a nicely timed kick on that one. And as we head back to our bracket here, so let's take a look, and now we are down to Alternate in the finals, and now we have Chip TM versus Dylan Audrey. This one's going to be a great fight. These two had a pretty good fight the other day in ICF YouTube number 2, and the funny thing is that they were matched. They were matched together, and they just basically did their fights back to back. But I'm excited to see this because Chip, he really utilized a lot of grappling in that fight. He utilized the takedowns. He utilized just having a little bit superior grappling. And I'm going to be excited to see how this changes now that that's taken out. That's entirely taken out of the equation. And I believe we're getting into it right as we speak. It's loading in. And here we are. And, uh-oh. A little bit of buffering. That's always not a good thing. But you can see these two have really high levels. Levels don't always mean a lot, but chances are if you have a higher level, you're probably more experienced in the game. Both these guys have maxed out the levels once. Both have the red numbers, showing some respect to each other. Audrey on the left, Chip on the right. Another interesting thing is that we allow them to use a boxer or a kickboxer build even if they normally use a wrestler or a jiu-jitsu build or whatever. So it's going to be interesting to see how some of these guys change, because a lot of these guys use balance builds. A lot of these guys use jiu-jitsu builds. But now they're going to be using a kickboxing build. So are they going to be a little bit more skilled on the feet? Are they actually really good on the feet, but they're just being held back by their archetypes? Now, so far, early on, Audrey has been chopping that lead leg down. He's been changing up his kicks. He's been going to the head. He's been going to the body. He's been going to the leg. Something you like to see if you're a Dylan Audrey fan. I think he's staying in the pocket a little too long. He's getting tagged, just a tad. But, oh, a little bit more than a tad on that one. And he's telegraphing that leg kick now. He's leading into his combos. He wants to change up or when he throws it. He wants to change up the time. He wants to put it at the end of a combo. Put it in the middle of a combo. That was a nice front kick by Audrey. Chip is doing a really good job. Oh, and a rock by Audrey now. Nice head kick by Audrey. Oh, and that was a nicely timed overhand. Body shots. Audrey's, he's throwing a little bit too far out and he's staying in the pocket. He wants to get in, get out. That should be the game plan here. He's a little smaller. Oh, and then overhand right there. That was a beautifully timed overhand. He threw the kick just out of range and got punished for it. Audrey's being a little bit too passive for my liking. I'd like to see him. He doesn't have to pressure. He doesn't have to be aggressive per se, but I want to see him throw. I want to see him threaten. You know, I want to see him get respect from Chip right now. Chip, he's not respecting Audrey's power because he doesn't have to. He got rocked once, but right now Audrey's not really throwing inside the pocket. He's not really doing a whole lot. So Chip is just having his way with Audrey right now. When Audrey was throwing in the pocket, that's when he got the rock. That's when he was doing his best. Oh, and a nice leg kick right there. All it takes is one beautifully timed leg kick, and this fight's different. It's a different fight. And oh. Ouch. That will do it. What a fight. Chip TM. He got a beautiful knockout right there. He got the knockdown with a cross and then finished it with a hook. You can't ask for a lot more than that. As we take a look back to our bracket and simultaneously pull up our next fight. And now you can see maybe technical difficulties perhaps, and there it is. So Chip TM and Dogu Alternate are going to meet in the finals. K1 Grand Prix, kickboxing only. I'm excited to see how this one is. I think it is a very good possibility that these two get matched up on the next card in the main event in a neat little super fight. But we're going to see how these two fare up. Stand up only, stand and bang. Who comes out on top? I'm excited for this. This could possibly be a preview of your main event on ICF YouTube number 3. This one is going to be good. There is no denying it. Two very explosive guys on the feet. You could see Audrey, definitely no schlump on the feet, but he just got kind of pieced up by Chip. And Alternate, he's just Alternate. He's the champ for a reason. And we are pulling it up right now, and here we are. And as you can see, very interesting, 3-4 in favor of Chip. Remember, sparring doesn't always tell the truth. But a little interesting to see. Maybe we're going to have a very close back and forth battle. Chip on the right and Alternate on the left. Both these guys have each other's respect. A little taunting early on. And here we go. And they put it for 5 rounds. Championship fight. That's perfectly fine. Or not champion. K1 championship. Kickboxing championship. I was only expecting a 3-round fight. This is even better. Some nice shots early on. Testing the waters. Is each of them. So again, we're seeing it from Chip's perspective. We're not seeing it from Alternate's perspective. It's going to be interesting to see how this plays out in the latter stages of this fight. Not being able to see what Alternate's head health is, what his body health, what his leg is, what his stamina is. It's a completely different fight between this. And if these two do meet in the ICF YouTube 3 card, it will not be with a competitive HUD. It will be with the standard being able to see what your opponent is at. So, definitely don't want to judge how that fight will go from this. But, oh, and a nice timed cross, I think. I think it was a cross, maybe a rear hook. He threw it exactly when Alternate threw the knee and caught him with it. I don't think that's going to do a whole lot in the long term, but definitely just a beautiful shot. Both of them are peppering each other. Nicely checked leg kick by Alternate. And Chip has been... his style is just kind of unique. And I don't know what it is, because it doesn't look unique. It's not overly wacky or different, but it's just kind of... it's got that quirk to it that I just quite haven't been able to figure out from watching it yet. Guys are trading. Can't see the other's head health, so not really incentivized to trade as much as you would in a regular fight. Nice combo. Leads to a nice leg kick from Chip. And I think Chip is looking to send this fight to the later stages and really have that leg damage build up and benefit him in rounds 3, 4, and 5. A nice hook. Both these guys, they still haven't quite gotten a hold of each other. They're still not quite in stride. None of them's really pulled ahead. Chip had a very nice knockdown, but oh, and there it is. There's the leg kick. There's something. About to say they haven't really had anything. Chip had a great knockdown, but that was kind of just more. That was about a 50-50 off balance, 50-50 damage. But that leg kick definitely changed things. You can see Alternate, he changed his stance. He changed to the orthodox. He usually fights southpaw. Check that leg kick. Alternate is getting some damage off the leg kicks, and you can see the health in the block. It's all pretty well even. They've been mixing it up, or Alternate's been mixing it up at least. He's been checking both legs. Oh, and the overhand miss. Or not the overhand miss, the kick miss, and the overhand definitely didn't miss. Sat Alternate down to end the round. Wow. I'm at a loss for words. I'm just enjoying watching this fight. And the leg kick early on. That was the one leg kick and stunned him. He got the health event. That tells you how compromised that leg is. Now the one thing I definitely don't want to see Chip do is stop with the leg kicks now that Alternate changed stance, because a lot of players do it for some reason. It is disheartening to do all that damage on one leg, get it really low, and then for them to just change stance and it never matter. But it still does matter, because now that's halfway. You're halfway there. If you can do the same with the other leg, it's fight over. 1 minute has passed in the second round. And a nicely timed leg kick knocks Chip, or not leg kick, but body kick, knocks Chip off balance. Alternate is looking for that slip cross. Nicely timed body kick was set up by the jab feint. But Alternate's got a compromised leg and he's still got it leading, and oh, now he's rocked to the head. And Chip is gonna get a couple leg kicks in to that compromised leg. Not looking good for Alternate right now. All it takes is one shot to change the fight, and Alternate is looking for that one shot. Chip is looking for that one shot to put him out. You can see you can tell Chip is winning this fight, but he's not being overly aggressive. He's not chasing the finish unnecessarily. That's the way. Oh, and a nicely timed leg kick stuns Alternate again. I think that's the third time that leg has been stunned. Third or fourth. I've lost count. But he changes stances on that one. And so now, if you do the same to the other leg, he has nowhere to stand. You just chop the tree. It's over. And Alternate switches stance. And I think what he might be doing is he's trying to gloat Chip into throwing the leg kick to try and check them and do damage back. It's very risky to do, because if you don't do it correctly, you're going to have your compromised leg be even more compromised. But maybe trying to even the odds a little bit. However, he can't focus too much on the legs. He's got to focus on the head too, because he's definitely at the head health disadvantage here. And he got rocked a second ago. I was talking about his legs, and I didn't even gloss over that. I just glossed over that, but... And little small rock. Nice shot landed for Chip. Chip is just kind of piecing him up here. He's finding a great fight right now. Nice combo by Alternate. Right there. And this has just been a fun fight to watch. Because Alternate is not out of it. He's definitely losing right now, but he's not out. As we are 5 seconds left in round number 2. We're going to see a crazy strike throw in the last second. No, we're not. Okay. Round number 2. Chip is probably up 2-1 or 2-0 here. If you're Alternate, you gotta find something, and he changes stance to start the round. That tells you how compromised it is. It's now at critical point. Can't fight with it in front. And Chip got a massive recovery in between rounds, especially to his legs. Any damage to his legs was almost fully healed. Two nicely checked leg kicks by Alternate. Nice combo by Alternate. And Chip, I'd like to see him throw that head kick. I'd like to see him throw that kick to the head. That rear kick to the head. He set it up all fight. He hasn't... I don't even think he's throwing it. I might have missed it. Oh, but a knockdown. Out of nowhere, Alternate goes down. Trading in the pocket. I don't think they're looking to go to 4th and 5th round. Dogu's rocked. The leg is compromised. He lunged into it. It's hurt. Chip just hashing it over and over again. Alternate is in trouble. But as I was about to say, he hasn't thrown it very much, if at all. Throw that rear head kick, Chip. He set it up. He's went to the legs. He's went to the body. All fight long. Maybe you can catch alternate with it. Dogu got rocked though. Another body kick, see? And don't forget, Chip has been landing to that lead leg. That lead leg has got to be damaged to some extent. Definitely not as much as his rear one. No, just as I said it, there is compromised leg on both legs. Alternate is in trouble here. You threw that crane kick. Why haven't you been throwing that earlier? Maybe he forgot. Maybe he forgot how to throw it. You're throwing it 2 rounds too late. But you gotta credit Alternate. He's not giving up. He's still in it. He's still standing. As we are over halfway through the 3rd round. And he's still landing. You can see Chip's head health. It's being chipped down. Get it? What? Anybody get the pun there? Chip down. But if Alternate lands 1 shot, you know, that's all it takes. But Chip is not being overly aggressive. He's not leaving any openings, really, for Alternate to capitalize on. Alternate has been going to the body, though. That's something. It's very subtle, but it's been doing damage. Oh, and now the check leg kick. And now you see Alternate's getting some offense. The check leg kick damaged Chip's leg. And then he landed a nice front kick that kind of got a little stun. Nothing major. Chip definitely hasn't won this fight yet. Alternate says there's we got 10 minutes left. He's going to use all those 10 minutes to try make something happen. I'm definitely interested to see where his health is in his legs and his head of Alternate. Because Chip's head health in his body, but his head health, it's not very high. It's not very low, but it's not very high. It's about mid. Or so. I think Dagu's is probably lower. Has to be with all these knockdowns and rocks. But how low? We are entering the 4th and 5th rounds. By the way, we have never seen a streamed ICF fight or a recorded ICF fight go to the 4th or 5th rounds. And sure, this is an exhibition. This isn't a real fight. But 4th round, here we are. That was a nice cross right there. Threw it on the body kick. That's something I love. Oh, check leg kick. Chip's right leg. He's feeling hurt, but it's in the back, so he doesn't have to worry very much this moment. But he's throwing that back kick because he wants to get the most damage. He wants to try and get another stun on Altune's legs. Oh, and a nice stun by Chip. Nice leg kick right there. Doesn't stun his legs, but Alternate seems to recover. And now he switches stances to the previously compromised right leg. Back to a southpaw. Maybe it's about even, and he's saying, look, I'm more comfortable out of a southpaw position. Let's just end it here. Oh, but a nice inside leg kick by Chip. And alternate changed legs again. That has been the story of this fight. Those leg kicks. Oh, and a nice crane kick by Alternate. Going to the body. Mixing it up. Head, body. Where's it gonna be? Chip recovers. Nice spin kick. A little too close to get a knockdown, but kind of a stun. And as I said, oh! Ragdoll! As I said, shut my mouth right there. Wow! What a knockout. You had to sense it was coming soon with all those knockdowns and all those stuns that he was getting. Shuts down any... Oh, and he lunged right into the rear hook. That's a rough one. Threw the rear hook and lunged right into it. And just like that. And wow. Let's fade back to our bracket, and just like that, your tournament champion is Chip TM. Congratulations to him. What a fight. What a performance by Chip. What a fighting spirit out of Dogu Alternate. I'm excited to see if these two ever get matched up again. But without further ado, I think that's going to do it here for ICF YouTube, or ICF Kickboxing Grand Prix. ICF YouTube number 3 will be coming sometime this weekend, Saturday or Sunday. Hopefully it's going to be on Saturday. If not, it will be for sure on Sunday. Remember, link in the description below. Check out for... Subscribe to the channel for more UFC content. I'm at a loss for words after that knockout, after that amazing fight. That was just explosive, everything. But if you want more fights like that, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button. Follow us on Twitter, ICF Fight League. We're going to be keeping you updated. And also, link to the Discord description is down below. Come compete. Come have fun. You know, we're not here to be uber competitive or anything. We're here to just make the game a more enjoyable experiences for anybody who wants to compete or anything. Help each other out. Spar with some people. Compete. You know, it's a cool place. It's a cool experience. I'm definitely glad that I've gotten to be a part of and to help others be a part of. But that's going to do it for us here. So for ICF YouTube channel, I'm Brian Anderson. We are signing out. So we will see you this weekend.